Hey, Ag Teacher Thoughts here. We're out here on a bright, sunny October day. It's October 29th. The last 2 days we've got our hardest freezes so far this fall. And I wanted to get something before all the leaves came off my raspberries, something I feel that's kind of important to talk to people about. So where I grew up was the Willamette Valley. So I grew up in an area that had an awful lot of berries. We were known as a berry area. So I've got a lot of experience in that and wanted to transfer a little bit of the knowledge and wisdom about berries over to people that grew up in areas that might not have a lot of them. So what I've got here is I do have a raspberry. You can pronounce it raspberry or raspberry, whichever way you really want. But a lot of people are tempted when they get into this time of year to actually go in and cut everything off to the ground because raspberries, you see them come up from the ground and then they bloom and you've got all those berries. But one thing that's very, very important to realize about raspberries is raspberries bloom on second year wood. Okay, so with this was a cane that bloomed this year. You can see some of the raspberries we didn't quite pick on there. And this is a new cane that came up this year. So next year's raspberries are going to be on this cane. They are not going to be on this one. This one is dead. This one can go away. But this cane here that has come up from the ground, it actually already has next year's berries right there in those buds. So they would be microscopic at this point, but the structures of those flowers are going to be right there in that bud. So when you have raspberries, what you need to do is you need to come in and you need to find out which canes are new and which canes are old. And it's going to be really easy this time of year. You just come in, find the old dead wood, cut it off, and pull it out. Okay, so I'm just going in here, pulling out the old dead canes. This is a dead one, that comes out. And I'm going to leave all of the canes in here that are green and have leaves on them. But all of these old, big, tall, dead ones, they can be cut off and simply removed. By the way, if you didn't catch that, here is a trick. So I've got my Felcos here. Here's a trick for all of those that are complaining about getting stickers and such from raspberries and blackberries. Come in. Oh, get that out of the way. Come in and make your pruning cut like this. Pruning cut. And then you can come in, I'll get that one out of the way too. You can actually come in and use your pruners like a pair of fingers. Grab that squeeze, but not all the way down. Pick it up and pull it out of the area. So if you've never realized that, that may help you a lot. Is come in and you can just grab lightly and pull them out. That way you're not getting prickers in your hands. Okay, so here's another one. We can see there's a little bit of fresh bark still left on there, but that is definitely a last year's cane. So those guys come out, and they go off to the side, and we leave only the brand new canes with the pink stems. Yeah, brand new canes in here with the pink stems. Those are what gets left. All right, so if you go through and you remove all of your old dead wood, it means when you come in next year to harvest, you're not going to be getting those dry thorns in your hands. Now, one of the other things that people do talk about is there is a lot of insect life that does use old dead wood. If you come in here and you cut off some of these and there's a hollow in that stem, there are some boring insects. Not boring as in just boring, but boring as in they bore holes in things that will actually use that as a home next year. So a lot of your bees do that. But the other thing I just noticed, sorry about my finger there, is we do have an introduced species that is making a home here on our plant. Where are you? There you are. Focus on that. That is a praying mantis egg case. So this cane I am definitely going to leave because I do like the beneficial praying mantis in my garden. But I hope that answered some of your questions on some yard work that you can get done now with your caneberries. So go ahead and get in there and remove your old dead canes to make it easier for you to work in your garden next year. If you have any questions, shoot me a message. Ag Teacher Thoughts out.